With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 2 of 4.
Etc.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws.
Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Unsere Sendungen bieten viele Sprachen. Gehen Sie auf suprememastertv.com/schedule.
There is another way. We can renew the world without so much death and destruction. Nevertheless, it takes a lot of work. It's like this. Number one, first of all, the master, well, whoever wants to do this kind of thing, master, has to die. But if this master is powerful enough, then he can revive himself again after a short while, and almost like be born again. Yeah, renewed birth. And then after that, he could use more strengthened power to change the world. But it's not like that, okay? We have to reckon with the karma of this planet, which is immense, unlimited.
Please keep watching to find out more.
Vegan, the true followers of merciful Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
Make peace now. Look at all beauty around you. Is it for your hands to destroy? Look at your hair turning gray. What'll you now hope to enjoy?
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulacese, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Romanian, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, Thai, and Ukrainian or Uranian. The next time you invite guests from the Balearic Islands over for a delicious vegan meal, you can use the phrase Bon Profit to convey enjoy your meal in Catalan, one of the official languages of the archipelago in the Western Mediterranean Sea. My name is Lucia. The agreeable Balearic people appreciate the kindness and patience you show to all beings. May you be showered with abundant blessings and rewards from heaven for your good deeds. The Balearic Islands are an archipelago in the Mediterranean Sea off the coast of eastern Spain. The four largest islands are Majorca, Ibiza, Formentera, and Menorca. On all the island's shores, beautiful blue waters meet white sands, with 262 beaches that curve around Majorca alone. The island of Ibiza is known for its own town, called Da Vila. Once a stone fortress, this UNESCO World Heritage Site has been transformed into vibrant and colorful cobblestone streets. Formentera Island is the go-to spot for nature lovers who can delight in its secluded beaches and pristine environment. Finally, the island of Menorca welcomes arriving boats into Mahon, the second largest natural port in the Mediterranean. Protected areas of the Balearic Islands include Cesalines Natural Park, a large marine region with the primary goal of conserving Posidonia. The Posidonia plant, also known as seagrass, forms beautiful underwater meadows and is often called the lungs of the sea because of its tremendous ability to generate oxygen. It is also home to hundreds of species of marine plants and animals. Preservation efforts of these vital ocean meadows include avoiding damage to the plants through encouraged assistance by Balearic personnel as well as ecological buoys. What an amazing time we had learning about the exciting Balearic Islands with you, candid viewers. May all the world's nations cooperate in creating a vegan paradise on Earth.
Vegan, peace lasting.
Vegan, way to thank God for all creation.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is a world-renowned spiritual teacher, humanitarian, and artist. She has been invited to lecture on the Kuan Yin method of meditation throughout the world. We now invite you to view Walk the Way of Love, an introduction to Supreme Master Ching Hai.
We'll search high and low for a little love to bestow on all beings in all corners of existence. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, as she has affectionately become known, lives a message that walks the way of love. A renowned humanitarian, artist, and spiritual visionary. Her love and assistance has extended beyond all cultural and racial boundaries to people around the world, the needy and homeless, institutions of medical research, war veterans, the disadvantaged, the physically and mentally handicapped, refugees, and victims of natural disasters, etc. We witnessed countless reminders of the compassion, the trademark of this caring lady, and the international foundation that has grown out of her loving example.
Whatever we can share, begin with sharing. And then we will feel a subtle change in ourselves. More love will be pouring into our consciousness, and we will be aware of something. And that is a beginning. We are here to learn to grow, as well as to learn to use our power, our limitless power of love and creativity, in order to make a better world wherever we happen to be incarnated. Don't worry, I pray for you, okay, honey?
Not only are human beings the blessed beneficiaries of her kindness, animal people from different species are also the recipients of her boundless benevolence.
You okay, boy? You okay? Yeah, come on, baby. Hey, look at you. Oh, quack. You happy? Quack. Hello, you grow so big now, you. Bon appetito. I love you. Good appetite. This is one of the reasons why we should be vegan. Love for all beings, extending love.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, was born in Central Olac, Vietnam. During her early years, she was often found helping hospital patients, the needy, as well as injured animal people in whichever way she could. As a young adult, she moved to Europe to study and continued there as a translator for the Red Cross. She soon discovered that pain and suffering exist in all corners of the globe, and her search for the remedy to this became the foremost goal in her life. She was happily married at the time to a German doctor, and although it was an extremely difficult decision for both of them, her husband agreed to a separation. She then embarked on what became a 2-year-plus journey in search for spiritual understanding. Finally, in the deepest reaches of the Himalayas in India, she found an enlightened master who imparted to her the Kuan Yin method, a meditation method on the inner heavenly light and sound. After a period of practice, she became fully enlightened. Soon after her return from the Himalayas, at the earnest request of those around her, Supreme Master Ching Hai shared the Kuan Yin method with others, encouraging them to look within to find their own greatness. Through the Kuan Yin method of meditation, they also attained greater fulfillment, happiness, and peace. Before long, invitations arrived from the United States, etc.
I saw that I was everywhere and in every creature.
Europe.
To see God is very, very simple.
Asia.
All religions tell you be a good person here and find heaven while you can.
Australia.
We are the sons and daughters of God. We are ourselves the Supreme Master.
Africa.
I will show you how to get direct teaching.
And South America.
And keep the commandments and try to lead a more vegan life.
As well as from important organizations for Supreme Master Ching Hai to give lectures.
The peace and love that we most often talk about and seek, we have within ourselves. You must look inside and find your own treasure and find the real, lasting happiness. The future is in our hands. So you make it beautiful or you make it worse, it's up to you.
Supreme Master Ching Hai has realized many spontaneous talents that she expresses through artistic paintings and creations, music and poetry, and aesthetic jewelry and clothing designs, expressing the inner and outer beauty. The income generated from her artistic creations has enabled Supreme Master Ching Hai to create an independent source of funding for humanitarian activities in support of her noble mission of assisting God's children in their times of need. Although she does not seek acknowledgement of any kind, Supreme Master Ching Hai has been given awards worldwide by government officials and private organizations on numerous occasions. They include the World Peace Award, the World Spiritual Leadership Award, the Award for Promotion of Human Rights, the World Citizen Humanitarian Award, the Award for Outstanding Public Service to Mankind, the 2006 Gucci Peace Prize, the Los Angeles Music Week Certificate of Commendation, and first place silver for the 27th Annual Telly Awards 2006. In addition, October 25th and February 22nd have been proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day in the United States.
She also brings love around the world where there is hate. She brings hope where there is despair. And she brings understanding where there is misunderstanding. She is the light of a great person, an angel of mercy for all of us.
Agradecer a la Suprema Maestra su liderazgo, agradecerle su optimismo, agradecerle ese don de gente que tiene que la hace tan única y tan especial.
Fue una impresión muy grata de ver un corazón tan noble, tan dispuesto a servir. Ella está sirviendo a todos los seres humanos, está sirviendo al planeta para salvarlo, para rescatarlo. Tiene un corazón noble, pero también un gran liderazgo. Sé que van a suceder las cosas que tienen que suceder.
Supreme Master Ching Hai is one of the truly dedicated people of this era, helping others find and create a beautiful vision of our future. Many great people in history have had a dream, and in her own words, so does Supreme Master Ching Hai.
I dream that all the world will become peaceful. I dream that everyone becomes the Buddha. I dream that all the killing will stop. I dream that all the children will walk in peace and harmony. I dream that all the nations will shake hands with each other, protect each other, and help each other. I dream that our beautiful planet will not be destroyed. It takes billions, trillions of years to produce this planet, and it's so beautiful, so wonderful. I dream that it will continue, but in peace, beauty, and love.
Today, we are blessed to present Supreme Master Ching Hai's message entitled A Mini Bag to Renew the World, Part 1 of 3, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on November 18, 2023.
Russia, leave Ukraine or you reign now. Peace be with you too.
Đêm qua ta mơ chăn gối hiền hòa, trầm thoáng hương đưa ngày đó mặn mà. Người về còn bên ta, tình còn bao la, tình còn bao la.
Greetings, all of you, most beautiful, beloved children of God. Pray, Almighty, for blessing you. This speech, I found it more difficult than most other speeches I have made before. I just don't know why. I haven't got time to do research into it, and I just hope I can make it to the end, though I have prepared it, doing more research into the unknown universe. It took some time, but still, up to the last minute, it was difficult to even try to make it into a formulated form of talk. Now, I've been praying and I still try. Many times already I recorded it, but a little bit, and then it couldn't go, and I deleted it. Maybe because I was hesitating to review this before for a while, and I have to do it again and again and again. Hope this time it works. Okay, remember we talked about making this world into a paradise before, and I said that is like impossible because none of the masters have been able to do that. But just recently I remembered that there is a way that we could revive this world. I mean renew or revive, meaning make it different than the way it is right now, and you could save the world. But there is one difficult catch. Well, I'll tell you that at the end. If that catch will be fulfilled, which is not a lot actually, it's just difficult because humans don't want to change, that's all, with very little asking. To be vegan. Okay, now, there is a way to revive the world, but it's not so simple like you imagine, like, okay, Master has big power, can just wave a hand or say hula hop, some incantation, and then it's done. It's not like that, okay? But nevertheless, it's doable. It's like this. There are two ways to renew this world. The first one is the one that most of us know, that the world will be destroyed. I mean, the world population will be almost all destroyed. Maybe very little left, like 5% of the population or less even. Then they will start all over again, like Stone Age or long time ago age. But there is another way. We can renew the world without so much death and destruction. Nevertheless, it takes a lot of work. I will just tell you as much as I can and as much as you can grasp it. It's like this. Number one, first of all, the master, well, whoever wants to do this kind of thing, master, has to die. But if this master is powerful enough, then he can revive himself again after a short while, and almost like be born again, renewed birth. And then after that, he could use more strengthened power to change the world. But it's not like that, okay? We have to reckon with the karma of this planet, which is immense, unlimited. And oh God, you can't ever imagine how huge the karma is that has been accumulated since long time. Since we don't even remember. You see, that's why now and again we have pandemics or epidemics or war or famine or natural disaster or man-made disasters to lessen the population of the planet. The people die, suffer, are maimed or disabled. A lot of things happen to a lot of people, and death as well, of course. And then the karma of the world would be a little bit less. So we continue to survive and live on. But then we continue to make a similar karma again, and again. And then it will pile up until one time it will burst out in disaster, diseases, pandemics, war, famine, etc. As we can see nowadays, is urgent and desperate. So it looks like that the war is going to end, and it is. And we saw how many clairvoyant persons who have this ability to foresee the future, like Nostradamus, for example, or Baba Vanga, and many others that we have been trying to do research on, collect them, and then show it on our Supreme Master television. And you would ask me why they keep predicting that the world will end, like imminently at their time, but then it has not ended yet. Okay, it ends when the time is right. It's just because these clairvoyant people saw things while they were in connection with higher heaven. The time in heaven and the time on our planet are different things. 1 second, 1 minute over there could be, 100 years on our earth. So don't say that they did not predict correctly. They did. It's just that we have to thank the grace of God Almighty, merciful, ultimate Master, and all the compassionate saints and sages who lend their immense merit and blessings to uphold our world up to now. Otherwise, we would have been gone. Nothing would be left. Instead, there was a less degree of destruction and less numbers of deaths of humans and animals, people as well. And other destructions, you can see it very well. We try to show it on our Supreme Master TV. Please look at it and you know what it means, okay? Now, thanks to God Almighty that I am made to remember this method of saving the world. This method involves the death of the master, either completely if it fails, or temporarily for a short while, and then the master is revived. After the master is revived, then the master has more power. And then, because the death of the master will somehow delete some of the karma, so he can revive and become more powerful in order to continue this way, this method to save humankind and the earth. Easy to say, not easy to do, not easy to accomplish. Okay, I make it short and simple. The reason why all the masters came and could not revive or save the world is because it wasn't the end time, not like this time. And also, when the masters are on the planet, they have to shoulder the karma of the world. That is very, very heavy, The Buddha said it can cover the whole sky, and you know how vast the sky is. So mostly when the master dies, the world karma will dissolve because they absorb it into themselves while they were alive to elevate humankind. So when the master dies, that karma will not exist anymore with the master because the master doesn't have a body, mind, and brain anymore to keep that karma of the world. Yeah. And when the master dies, that means karma is dissolved. And if the master revives again, relieves again, then At that time, the karma is not yet piled back up. So a master can revive and renew the connection with God Almighty, with the ultimate master, to replenish all the master power again. And then that master can use the power to renew the world. I told you, this speech is very difficult, very difficult. It's difficult to talk, even though I knew everything already. It's difficult to express somehow. This is not an easy subject. Okay, try to understand, please. But it's not the master alone. Master has to work with the karmic system and has to do it in secret. Even the Lord of Karma could not know about that, could not know that the karma of the world is going to be removed. Okay, I make it short. After the karma is removed, it will be locked in a yard. I don't know how to call that. It's not a planet. It's not a yard like your backyard or, front yard. But it's called a yard. It's not called a planet. And that yard, it's gazillions times larger than this planet. And is zillions of light years away from this world. And that yard has no trees or anything like the way we have in our backyard. It's flat. It's not round like this planet. You can call it a sand yard if you want, but gazillions of times bigger than this planet. And that yard, if you could see it, is covered by sand. It looks like sand, and it's a pearl-like color. It has nothing else on it. That yard, so far away from any other planets and galaxies, can be locked forever, or at least for now, and nobody can ever open it. Actually, to quote the exact words of His Majesty, the King of Karma, no one can key it. They're not my words. The key for that. I will not tell you who keeps it or where. Even if you kill the key keeper, it won't help anyway. So I'm not afraid of that. It's just that it's not allowed to be told. Now, after the karma has been removed and stored in that yard, then the world is free, temporarily, until things are more settled and meet the requirement, the catch that I have told you of before. Right now, it has not yet met that standard, but at least we have a big hope for the future.
Đêm qua ta mơ theo cánh nhạn hồng, lạ lướt mây xanh, thanh thang trời lộng, một đời thong dong, một đời thong dong.
Remember that the best way to eliminate the needless suffering of cows, pigs, and other animals is to leave them off your plate. Eugenio Derbez, vegetarian.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. The Falkland Islands is one of them. Falkland Islands Animal People Health Codes. The Falkland Islands has codes of practice for the welfare of dog, horse, sheep, cow, and pig persons, such as for their proper food, water, housing, and health. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more hurting. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace. So be it.
Tomorrow on Between Master and Disciples.
The catch is that at the moment, the percentage of human vegans is not enough. Maybe at the moment only 30% are vegan. Vegetarians are not much help because they're still linked with the animal people through their milk or their eggs, or even eat fish people and call that vegetarian. So they are not pure enough to make some bricks to build this project of salvation. So vegans are the ones that can save the planet. After all the hurdles have been removed, the karma has been removed.
To stop the war, stop the bombing against our civilians, people. Please keep people living in peace.
Oh Gaza, be strong, destroy the war, not each other.
Supreme Master Qinghai, vegan.
Charming viewers, we thank you for your company for today's episode entitled A Mini Bag to Renew the World, Part 1 of 3 on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is Knowledge of God from Education by Ellen G. White, Vegetarian, Part 1 of 2 on Words of Wisdom right after Noteworthy News. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more constructive programming. May your positive actions soon bear fruit and create good fortune in your life.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.